Is it working? Hold up. Hold up. I know it's like the most annoying thing when I say hold up, but like, gotta make sure it's working. Okay, gonna do a sound test real quick. See if this works. It works. Oh boy, it works. Okay, so since it works, we're gonna be having some fun times, and by fun times, I mean bad times. So, first off, this game, Frane, Dragon's Odyssey. I've played it. If you look at this load save, you'll be like, oh, 4 hours and 17 minutes on easy difficulty. What type of bitch plays on easy difficulty? Well, you know what, me. Because I wanted to know what the game was like. And Kimco games aren't that long. If you play them on the easiest difficulty, they're about 2 to 4 hours long. This has puzzles, so that's why it's 4 hours. And also, this game's weird. We'll get into that in a bit. I am gonna turn on sound effects, but low. Yeah. I'm gonna double check, make sure y'all can hear the sound effects. So hold on. Yeah, okay. Y'all can hear the spastic clicking. It's great. It's what I need in life. So, we're gonna be playing on hard. You know, first save you do easy, second save you do the hardest thing possible. It just works, you know? That's how it goes. Just play a game, pray to God it doesn't go bad. Okay, and the story to this game kind of sucks, but it's funny sometimes. Not right here. Right here is a little bit messed up. Yeah. So, a basic summary of the story, because the dialogue sometimes does bad English, and I mean that literally, there are some places where it does really bad English. So all you have to do here is pick up this flower, which, by the way, they don't tell you how to do that. Just know that you can do it, and also picking up stuff gives you loud sound effects. So, hold on. Gotta... Do I have to give it to her? Yeah, I have to give it to her. Riel. Okay. So, basic summary in the easiest way possible is you are Kuna? Kunai? Something like that. Anyway, you're this boy, right? Right. Well, he's a dragon, except not really. He's a little kid who can turn into a dragon, but it's not brought up until the very end of the game for a few seconds. Yeah, so basically him and Riel, your teammate, you were little kids, grew up in the Sky Islands, and you are both part of the Dragon Clan? I don't remember how or why. I'm pretty sure like the guy's a fire dragon member and the girl's like a water dragon or ice dragon, but yeah. Basically she's the mage and you're the warrior. So Zeus, as the All-Father once put it, he wants us to go on a mission to go find a Scood, which is an angel who is our childhood friend. Except I don't actually know if that's it. Because low-key, I think she was supposed to be a love interest, but this game has a really short story, so it didn't happen. I'm not sure, though. You know? Oh yeah, also they just jump off this giant floating island, which, by the way, if you don't pay attention to the story at all and don't know they're dragons, that throws me off more than anything. It's just the fact that they just jumped off a floating island and are perfectly fine. That and this little boy just built a house out of nothing in a couple of minutes. Also, he just builds houses casually for the people who move in. And she can't cook. It's like their whole little joke system here. Okay. So, this game's weird, though, for drawn-out reasons. You're meant to grind. Not a little bit. You're meant to grind a ridiculous amount if you want everything. Oh, is that Layla? Oh, Layla. Or Layda. Something like that. she gets to be a love interest. Yeah, so basically, the way this game has grinding in a long way is weird. You have to kill enemies to get money, to buy items to craft gifts, to give gifts to NPCs, to unlock, I'm guessing, pictures. I think that's literally is just you get a picture and a letter. The letter's for an achievement, and yeah, they use art as rewards. It's like playing Honey Pop, except it's not porn, you know? You know when you're playing a game and it's not porn? Yeah. Then also that 4 hours and 12 minutes save. Yeah, I did beat the game in that. Like, it's really weird that you can beat this game that fast, but I did miss a lot of stuff. I didn't get every crafting recipe or every cooking recipe. You do have to get those on your own throughout the time that you're playing the game. I didn't take the time to do that. However, I do want to. We might in this game, actually. Like, I might just demonstrate what all the crafting and cooking recipes are. But yeah, so you craft here. And we don't have any items, so we can't do it. But then you cook down here at that little kitchen table. And also, Riel is... She has a dialogue thing, too, so I'm pretty sure you can give her gifts, too. Don't know if that means she's romanceable, but, you know. So, yeah, we've got a mailbox. We can check it daily. What that actually means is after every quest, we come back here to check it, and we'll have, like, little hidden stuff that we get to see. So, yeah. And over here, I don't think anything pops up until we clear the mines. But after we clear the mines, we do get some NPCs who, like, walk around our house. And they're nice. They upgrade our weapons, have an art gallery, and one plays all the soundtracks in the game. Okay. So basically what happens here is we go to this town expecting to find something, and instead we find the Pope. By the way, this guy's evil. You kind of pick that up with how ugly he is, but he's evil. Do you believe in the existence of God? Yeah, basically he's a priest, except he's evil. Because in this world, the human realm knows of gods. However, this guy started his own cult of Monato, which is basically an evil cult dedicated to making everyone worship them as sacrifices to build up their own god. It's a bit weird. Oh yeah, and also he said he's looking for a single virgin to devote herself to the faith. No, that's not it. He's literally just looking for a sex slave. It's like really screwed up how straightforward it is. Yeah, and they're threatening to offer her because she doesn't have family who will miss her. And in the top right, that's Bartz and Miria. I think that's what they're called. In the bottom left, though, I think that's the girl who does music. Either that or it's just a girl that you see a couple of times throughout the game. I know they reuse sprites. The person in the top right, I think I've seen before, but I don't know where. But, yeah, like somewhere else in the game. Yeah, so she uses magic, use weapons, and it does not tell you this. This is so important, but it does not tell you this unless you look in the help section, which is why I tend to look in the help section whenever I start a game that I've never seen before. Left bumper sprints. And you might be like, why is that important? This is your walking pace. This is why that's important. It is beyond a hassle, and we're saving over that. 7 minutes in. Okay, so now we can go to the mine. And yeah, so the whole point is you do grind, but it's not for levels. It's for gold so that you can get gifts for the NPCs, which is really weird for a system. I mean, it works, though. It does work. I won't say that it doesn't. Yeah, so these two are supposed to be the other heroes, technically, that are supposed to always try to be ahead of us, but they're not really. They're kind of trash. Also, he gives you a stone because you were so brave. so that you'll go home and be safe. It's a spirit stone, though, and, you know, it's used to upgrade weapons. And they're supposed to be super rare. And there's a blacksmith at the bottom of this mine who's looking for one to upgrade weapons. It's weird, because it's like, oh yeah, you had exactly what you needed. Oh yeah, also, this old guy's here. It's a joke that he's here, but just watch this. Sir, this is a very dangerous place to be right now, so if you wouldn't mind returning to the village. What's that you say? Dangerous? I've come here willingly to hone my skills through rigorous training. Yeah, so basically, it's just an old man, and he's like, I'm not here for physical training, I'm here to train my spirit. Yeah, so, you know, crazy old people. It's a thing. It happens. Just crazy old people at the top of mine shafts looking like they're gonna jump off. It happens. It's normal. Don't worry about it. He's fine. Worst case scenario, he jumps. Like we're going to later. And you won't understand that now, but we are gonna jump in later. Okay, so, yeah. Whole point of this, though, is we just go through punching things. And remember, we are on hard, so we take a lot more damage and they have a lot more health. Also, magic doesn't really work on enemies that have armor. That's another thing that's important. But we can get a lot of farming done here, at least. So, in this game, it's smart to get about 10 or so levels per area. Just because it makes it a lot easier for later parts. At least that's how it was for easy. I don't know how it's going to be for hard. Hopefully a little bit harder, but could be wrong. Okay, and see that bar flashing under a thing? Well, if I hit the X button, watch what it does. It's so loud and painful, but it's worth it. Okay, and we got armor. Yeah, so that pretty much sums up this whole game. Just what I did just now. Okay, and we don't have any titles. I don't know how to unlock them, but I know that they're, like, really easy to unlock. Okay. And yeah, you want to be able to insta-kill everything in this room because the next rooms are a lot more dangerous. Plus, you get a lot of gold. And the gold you need a ridiculous amount of. We're only getting, like, what, 1 per kill, and we need, I'll say, like, 300 for just one part of a recipe, and you need 2 to make anything. So, yeah. Let that sink in. 300 monsters per thing that you want. It's not actually that bad, because you kill them really fast. And later the monsters do drop more. It's just for right now, we do not have that luxury. Now, I'll probably do, like, 1 zone per, stream. That seems about, like, fair. Just 1 zone per stream. Now, on easy, I can tell you right now, by now, we'd be able to just one-shot even the stick guys, and we could just keep moving forward. But I don't want to take that risk, because the further we go down, the harder the enemies get, and it's like, it's kind of a big difficulty spike in terms of just the stats on the enemies. The difficulty for combat doesn't actually really increase or decrease. That being said, though, there are enemies where you'll notice a big spike. in difficulty, but it's just kind of like, and there's some enemies. Oh, chest. I'm gonna turn that off. That noise is way too loud. Okay. Also, hold up. I just realized I've never looked at this. I know this is a setting, though. What do we look like now? Kind of the same. It's a bit lame. We literally just look the exact same as far as I'm concerned. I don't know if it's just I don't have the eyes to tell a difference here, but it doesn't look like there's much of one. And we'll probably do, I'd probably say one more level up and then we'll go further. That way I'm at least confident we'll survive the next floor fairly easily. Plus that way we'll have a bit more gold. Because as you progress through the story, it actually does, this game doesn't have like that type of epilogue where you get to go back in the game and do stuff you missed like most Kimco games do. This is just flat out, when you hit the end of the game, that's it. And as you progress, like, it flat out becomes impossible to actually do the gifting stuff to characters. And it starts pretty early. Like, if I remember right, by the time you unlock the third area, you already can't do it with, like, one more character. I think it's Bartz, which is that knight we saw as we were entering here. So, yeah. Gotta make sure to fully gift him, and then right afterwards, you can't gift Riel anymore in the next chapter. So it's like, it's really important to do them, like, whenever they're available. And if you miss one, well, that's it for you, because you can't go back. You can reload your save, of course, but that's about it. Okay, I'd say we can go now, because I did get that level. Without the sound on for the level queue, it's hard to notice that you level up, but at the same time, like, I don't want to hear that noise of doing my ultimate. Up, and we're almost done. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so this is the blacksmith. Basically, he's just about to say that he came in here looking for a rare stone, and we're gonna be like, oh, we've got the rare stone. Yeah, now he's flipping out because we had a rare stone. We're not gonna upgrade yet, though, because you can't upgrade weapons that aren't equipped, or that aren't unequipped. And that's serious, you just can't. Kind of a flaw, but I'll overlook it for now. Okay, let's see. Is this the puzzle room? Yeah, it's not really a puzzle, it's just pick a path. And if you mess up, you get to turn around. So, pretty simple. I am going to have to look up where you find the collectible hidden characters, because I have found the secret staff room. I found most of the hidden characters in my playthrough. Like, there's this little side mission, basically, to find these NPCs all around the map, and they're very well hidden. Like, actually, the majority of them are very well hidden. However, there's a couple that are just easy to get, and I missed, I think, 3. So, yeah. Kind of want to at least try to get those in this playthrough. Because, by the way, before you do the main quest, you actually are meant to replay this area, for example, and farm more levels. I didn't know that, because while playing on easy, you don't have to. Like, it's very obvious you don't have to. You're overpowered in nearly every way. But, like this, for example, I can tell I'm probably not going to be able to handle the next area without farming a little bit. So either off stream or something, I might farm for gold and for XP. It probably won't be a lot of farming, though. Because I can't imagine needing a lot. Unless I really want the gifts out of the way. Because I kind of do. Just say I did it, because, like, 100%ing this game. It is Kimco, and they aren't hard to 100% their games. It's just time-consuming for some things, because, like, for example, Revenant's Dogma, it's not hard to hit level 1000. It just takes, like, an extra couple hours of doing the Chaos Dungeons. And the Chaos Dungeons, by the way, are ridiculous. I don't suggest doing them. But it's not even, like, difficult ridiculous. It's just weird. Because they're so long and randomly generated, but they're not actually. They just kind of repeat their own layouts. Okay. So we're level 12. And by the way, for reference, like for future reference, I was level 75 when I beat the game on easy. I don't know what we're going to be for beating on hard, but it'll probably be higher than 75. Okay. And got some gold. Okay. So now we go here. And we get to go further in. This game's honestly really well made, even though it looks like trash. Because when you look at this, like, just looking at this game, comparing it to the games that came out around the same time from Kimco, you're like, this is kind of low quality. But, like, gameplay-wise, it's actually really advanced. It's a real-time game, which they don't normally do. It's not turn-based. It actually has decent graphics for the combat. It's just the fact that the whole thing where it shows the menu on the top and the way the gold is set up, that kind of makes it feel like it's just an arcade game. But in all seriousness, it looks great. Like, when I say it looks trash, I mean it looks old. I don't mean it actually looks like just flat out bad, because it does look good. But it's weird, you know? Oh. I wonder. Hold on. So, we didn't come from this way, but this is a path, right? Oh no, we did come from this. Never mind. I'm stupid. Silly me. What am I doing? Okay. So then, this is the path we didn't come from. Oh, there is a hidden out of bounds treasure chest. I forgot those are a thing. Okay. Yeah, so basically there's treasure chests that you can find out of bounds, and if you get lucky, you basically just click A on them, and you get that little cutscene. That's how you know. They also give you a lot of gold for your area. If I remember correctly, one towards the end of the game gives you like 5,000 or 10,000 gold. But ironically, it's toward the end of the game. So what are you going to do with it? But it's there. It's nice. It's the thought that counts. Okay. Yep. Now we got the handle. And if you're sitting there thinking, why did we get a handle? What's that gonna do? Well, you're thinking the same thing I fucking thought the first time I played this. Yeah, it actually took me about 10 to 15 minutes to realize what we're doing next. However, I do think... Whoa. I actually didn't know that was there, but now I do. This is where the first one was. Oh, you son of a... Okay, so these hidden rats are in each dungeon. The last one even told me I missed one rat. And I wondered how. Yeah, so basically, you find them, and they give you stuff after you do their dialogue. And, like, there's one where literally you just have to keep running towards where it's guarding, and eventually it lets you through. But, oh my god, that's so dumb. I couldn't find him. I wondered where he was. Okay, well. Future reference, he's right there if anyone needs him. Okay. And... yeah, so this place is going to be blocked off. They're going to say that we need to find another way to drop down. What it means basically is we're going to have to use a crane. Okay. Got a spirit gem. Okay. 25 minutes in. And I think upon unlocking, like, the next area, I'll probably just come back here and farm off stream. If we come back and I've got, like, a couple hours added to the save, it's literally just for the gold. And the gold's useless this early, except for the fact that you need the gifts, which kind of sucks. But, I mean, it has its use. You know, it's weird. It has its use, but it doesn't really feel worth it this early on, but it is. Okay. Okay. Going on a trip. Oh yeah, and those flying enemies, these ones we can hit. There is a dragon somewhere. I forgot what part of the game it's in, but you can't hit it under normal circumstances. Also, if you see an enemy with a red health bar, it's weak to frost damage. If it has a blue health bar, it's weak to fire damage. So, yeah, and that knife we picked up earlier, that was a frost knife. So, it's meant for these guys. Okay. Yeah, and I can't automatically in that. I have to wait for the timer to go off on it. Okay. And I do want to try to get at least 1 or 2 more level ups before the boss. Because the boss is a whole nother ballpark. Actually, to be fair, this boss is really easy, because if I remember right, you can beat it with spam. The next boss in the desert, though, I'm gonna give very clear instructions when we get to that on how to beat it easily, because it didn't actually kill me. That is something that's good. It didn't kill me. But that being said, it almost did whenever I was doing this on easy. So I actually do want to be prepared for that because it's not even that I was under leveled. The boss has really weird hitboxes, so you can't hit it most of the time. And even when you can, you getting close enough to hit it means you can be hit. So, yeah. And I thought about spamming magic on it because you'd think, oh, well, that should work. It doesn't. Doesn't work at all. Wish it did. Yeah, I don't know how much gold I'll have whenever we're back. It'll probably be a decent amount. I think I'll try for maybe one more level before we head out. Because once we're out of the cave, we instantly drop for the boss fight, if I remember correctly. Okay. Okay, gotta level up. I'm gonna get one last charge on our ultimate so that we can use it on the boss. In all seriousness, this might be a 6-hour playthrough, and the reason's just because if we do an hour on each zone, I think there's 6 zones. And the last 2 areas are not long because of levels. They're gonna be long because of puzzles. But that's always nice. Because there's like plenty of enemies in them. It's just the fact of how like huge they are. Yeah, okay. "31 minutes and we're about to drop to the boss." Yeah, so see, we just jump onto the hook and just go down. This is probably the most bizarre part about this dungeon. Just drop on a hook. Yeah, so basically this thing thinks we're here to steal its children. And you might wonder to yourself, how do you fight something so big? Your ultimate's really cheap on bosses. That answers basically everything. Oh, oh, and it's dead. It's literally all it took. And we got a new spell because she leveled up. Now, this is funny because so it's like we just made friends with the monsters. We're giving it to Bartz and Mario to take care of, and then the priest shows up and it looks like he kills it. And I swear to God, I was actually going to be a little bit upset by this because I thought it was just gonna be, oh, he just literally divinely judged it. And then they say it's knocked out, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's so much better. Because look at that. It looks like it just got knocked the hell down. Looks like he got flipped and dead. No. Is she? And don't worry, she's still breathing. Okay. So, yeah, this pretty much sums it up. And then just gets up like nothing happened. Okay. And yeah, we can just hop back down casually. This is now a thing we can just do. Just vroom. Because of this. Attention. Magic apple. And you. Okay. So now we just need to look for talking cats. Submarine mode. Yeah, so it can literally breathe underwater and swim like a fish. That right there is a true cat. Yep, and because we got those last items, that was the final trip. We can still go back into the mine though to farm, so don't worry about that. That's still available. He's gonna pray for the monsters to be removed. It's always funny when you plague a village with monsters and then pray for them to be removed. Okay. So that was fun. Now, we can do this. Yeah, so Bartz is probably the first person we're gonna want to be giving gifts to. I think he likes meat and cheese, probably? I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Not a very good gift giver. Although the hen apparently lays eggs, I never got it. It might help, though. But yeah, you can get bread, meat, the fragrance stick. Basically anything that's red and has that stick, that's for crafting. If it has a pot and it's blue, that's for cooking. So bread, meat, and orange are for cooking. Everything else is for that. And I've also got earrings if you need resistance if you're taking too much damage, but in most cases you won't. So yeah, I kind of want the hen. Okay, we got the hen. I don't know what it does. I hope it's back at our house. Oh my god, what if we have a hen at the house? Oh my god, we have a hen. I guess it's gone. I guess it's gone. Okay. So, yeah, and if we head here, this is the gambling town. We will head here. We will head here just to look at it and stuff. Basically, the whole point of this place is just you can gamble with slot machines, but you also get this cool side quest. Yeah. So this guy's gonna talk about his problems and how we're commoners. Okay, and we're gonna have to bring him his little hummus. And then we're gonna do one quick subquest. You might be like, what type of subquest would exist here? The hidden type. The great old hidden type. Yeah, so basically the two cats are talking about how they're gonna run away together. And here's what we can do in this situation. We can either turn them in and get money, or we can not turn them in. And I don't think we get anything for that. I could be wrong. Let's rat her out. Okay. So yeah, now we're gonna head to the house, and yep, Harold's gonna be unconscious, and I see the hen. Yeah, so he's gonna be our new friend, until he decides to be an assassin. I think that's a joke. It's not. He's gonna be the best darn assassin there ever was. I'd almost go as far as to say he's from an assassination classroom. See what I did there? Okay, so yeah. What does the chicken do, though? Did we just really get an egg like that? No eggs today, it looks like. Do we just have to leave and come back? Oh my god, what if that's it? What if that's it? What if that's all it takes? Okay, we're gonna head out. I'm gonna head here first, and then we're gonna head back because I want to test that theory. No. Okay. Oh boy, it's the Church of Monato. Okay. So, now we gotta go back to the village, and we've gotta go talk to Clune the doctor. No, wait, we have to talk to What's-Her-Face, and then we have to talk to Clune. That's the order this goes in. Okay. So yeah, he'll look at her real quick, and then he'll leave. Okay. So we unlocked the next area, which is the desert. And then we get Layla's tragic backstory, of course. Parents dying, the normal stuff. And it just so happens we're talking to an assassin right now. By the way, so look at this flashback. Tell me what this looks like. We just met somebody who wears a bandana and a cape. Look at the flashback. Bandana, cape, dead parent screaming. Who killed her parents? I don't know. Maybe it was Kuna. Wasn't Kuna, by the way. It's really obvious who it was. Like, just from that one scene. Harold. Okay. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, now the kids are here. So one does music, one does art, and obviously it's like, one does the art show, one does the music gallery, and also the cat Zeus. That that's another thing I feel like I should point out, the cat Zeus. Okay. So yeah, basically whoever levels up more gets rewards. And it's weird because so if later on Kuna's a higher level, you get a naked bath scene. I don't know what happens when Rail is higher though. Oh yeah, also this guy can upgrade us. However, I would prefer upgrade the next weapons, because those are going to be much better. Also, oddly enough, at the very end of the game, there are really good weapons. However, you can't, or you could upgrade them, but like by that point, there's nothing to really do at the end of the game. It's weird. So, yeah, I think that's a pretty good place to end the stream because right now we need to head to Cropkeep Desert and we have to do the puzzle there. It's simple once you understand it, but then you have the boss fight. The boss fight's a bit annoying, yada yada yada. You get it. You get it. But I hope you all have fun watching, and I'll see you next time. In the meantime, I'm probably gonna farm a few levels in the mines. I might wind up being level 20 when I'm done farming. I may not, but I'll probably be a higher level at least. So, yeah, there's that. And hope to see y'all next time.